It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And we'll get to see the Eagles' creative quarterback. He's looking for a milestone 5,000-yard season.
Ball is teed up. Joshua Carney to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Football. On the return, here comes Spears. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Lamar now from the gun. Got a man. Spears has it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he drives it up past the 45. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Right back to Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down run by Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That'll be complete to Burks. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Brought in by Burks. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he makes the catch on the right sideline, but no. Oh, they call it out of bounds. The throw led him just a little bit too much. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Jackson throwing here. From pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
Your goal as a quarterback going into each and every season is to have a touchdown to interception ratio, Kate, of somewhere 2 to 3, and if you're great, 4 to 1. Anytime it's upside down like his outing last week with 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, you know that's not sustainable. It can lead to an awful lot of L's.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Play made there by Clark Phillips. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 36. Finds his man, Waddle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They're throwing it. Hits him on the out route.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Pass play now. On the move, headed right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Colts and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Motioning Burks left. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's Pacheco again. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
1st down throw for Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run the option in the short side. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Lamar off the play fake. He rolls to his right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Pacheco gets it from the gun. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Changing it up here, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Lamar back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. This is ahead for about 5. Nick Herbig making the play. They got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To the air now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Finds the in route complete. And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd and just 2 to go. One of the tight ends in motion left. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing it again here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Lone back gets the handoff. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Looking for a throw here. He's got it near the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead to 7. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues for Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. On the return, here comes Spears. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Colts are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. McBride hauls it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Oh, going right back with another option, right side. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and short, he's taking the option right. And this one does not go far. Call it 1 yard there. Tough sledding the last couple of runs. It's 4th and 2.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And that's good for a gain of 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing from the gun here. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Here's a give. Fullback headed up the gut. And this buys him some much-needed breathing room up across the 5. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
They may be a dying breed in the NFL, but this is why fullbacks will continue to be used by some teams each and every year. Those bigger bodies, they're almost always good for a positive gain before someone can drag them down.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. Fair catch is made, a yard or 2 short of midfield. No return on that punt. And the Colts will take over. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now here's Lamar. He's got him. That's McBride. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
From the 46. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jackson now on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Amendola able to put it through. And that gets them back within 5.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. He's delivering.
This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 34. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Motioning the tight end now. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll throw it again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Punting unit out now. And a fair catch made here at the 17. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll only have time for 1 play before halftime. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our 1st half. So as we reach halftime, we see the visiting Eagles taking a lead into the break. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits him on the in route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lift at any time.
And he runs into some big bodies, and is stopped right at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after converted from Cardi. And the Eagles push the lead up to 12. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 17-yard.
Running is Pacheco. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finding Judy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Colts ready for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds his back complete. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Play made there by Clark Phillips. To the air, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds a man, right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. That's into the hands of Franklin. And they take him down right along the 30. 2nd and 3 now. They are throwing it again. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Tight end going in motion here. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He'll throw it yet again. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Setting up a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. McBride hauls it in. And he's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll get it up to the 27. They're now set for 1st and 10. He'll try left side out of the option. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29. Connection made to Judy. He's got a gain of 6 there. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
it third and 2.
Lamar back to throw. Brought in by Burks. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Hauled in by Waddle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion here. 2nd and 4. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up. One of the most common penalties in this sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here he is on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the... Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Jackson throwing here. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Jackson now on 3rd. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They've got 1st down from the 31.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. That finds Burks, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. This ball's cut by Spears. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Lamar. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Lamar throwing again. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And again, it's Jackson. Search it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Eagles about set to go on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Here's 2nd and 5. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. Keeps it moving. To the 10. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Cardi with the extra point. And the Eagles go up by 19. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. On the return, here comes Spears. This return makes it up to the 25. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 34. He's got him. That's McBride. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now it's Lamar. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Jackson yet again. McBride hauls it in. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
A 4-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 14.
Another try following the sack. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Chased out to his right. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Well, it's too bad that yellow line that we all see on TV isn't actually out on the field, because it might have kept him from throwing that one.
You know, and I'm surprised, frankly, we don't see this more. It's just a tremendous spidey sense that these dual threat quarterbacks have of today. They're out in the field, they're running around. Yeah, we don't see this nearly as much as, well, we would have back in my day, where we played within the pocket so much more.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
He's going to throw this one. That's caught for the first. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Past the 20. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. So from the 3, here's second and goal. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win.